Welcome to Module 4. This is where we're going to talk about team building. And I got to tell you, this is my very favorite part of our Mary Kay business plan. What's the mission statement of Mary Kay? To enrich women's lives. Which came first in the Mary Kay business opportunity? The marketing plan or the product? You got it, the marketing plan. Okay, so the marketing plan was first. It was written and designed before there was even a product available to offer. Only after Mary Kay had the marketing plan in place, the business design exactly the way she wanted it, did she go in search of a product that she was going to offer. But if we know that the marketing plan came first and the mission statement of Mary Kay is to enrich women's life, guess what? We have the benefit of having the #1 best-selling brand of skincare and cosmetics in the marketplace. But think about this. You can only enrich a woman's life so much through a good cleanser. That's where the marketing plan comes into place. Because if you use the cleanser to open the door to build the relationship that can help her change her life by empowering her to change her financial future, that's where we are really enriching women's lives. Now, right out of the gate, I will tell you that the actual words for booking an interview are on my website. So you can print those up and have them verbatim. I say the exact same thing every single time that I'm going to book an interview. Okay, so you can see those and repeat those over and over and over. But what I want you to understand here again, the most important aspect of working this business and building your team is this is a numbers game. This is a numbers game. This is a what? A numbers game. This is a numbers game. The recruiting averages are 1 out of 5 will sign. 1 out of 5 will sign. Now, because of our society, because of some of the crazy multi-level marketing companies, because of all the nightmare stories that our friends and family and we personally have experienced with pyramid schemes and all that crazy stuff, the term recruiting can have a negative connotation depending on the background of the person that you're working with. But what I want you to understand is that the word recruiting in and of itself is actually a very high form of a compliment. Every top sports organization recruits their top players. Michael Jordan was recruited as a basketball player, right? Every top business company, every top organization recruits their executive team. They're recruited usually from other organizations. So when you are recruiting, when you're looking around, inviting people to do business with you, the way that I look at it is I get to choose who I want to work with. And because I love this business, because of what I love, because I love what it has done for me and for my life, I intend to be here forever. If I bring you in, you very well may be here forever. So that means I could be working with you for the rest of my life. So if I don't like you, I'm not going to recruit you, right? So it is a very high compliment that you're paying someone by sharing this business with them. I want you to understand that right out of the gate. But it is a numbers game. So we have to be willing to work and play the numbers. The average is that 1 in 5 will sign. Also, stick with me on this one. This is really important, okay? With your new team members, look at me on this one. With your new team members, not everyone who starts their business will stick with it. And that's okay. It has nothing to do with Mary Kay. In fact, it has nothing to do with business for that matter. It's human nature. It's just the way that we're wired. How many times have you started and stopped a diet or exercise program? That's just what we do, okay? How many unfinished projects or unfinished hobbies are sitting around at your house? How long have you been working on the same to-do list? Okay, that's just what we do. We just start and we stop. So the solution to all of this is not get all caught up in the emotion. It's to expect it, understand it. You want to minimize it, of course, but we're not immune to it. And then we solve the problem by working the numbers. Big, big, big tip right here. Ask everyone. Ask everyone. And as you're writing that and underlining it at least 97 times on your page, I want you to hear me on this. You are not responsible for whether they decide on the business. You're only responsible for sharing the information. I am not in the business of changing people's minds. I'm in the business of finding people who want change. So I ask everybody, if they want it, great. If they don't, that's okay too. It's not personal rejection. How many have ever flown on an airline? Okay, and when the flight attendant comes down the aisle and asks, would you like coffee, juice, coffee, juice, coffee, juice? Have you ever said no? Did you see her hightail it back down the aisle and cry and sob in her little cubby hole because you didn't want her coffee? No, you weren't saying, I hate you, you're disgusting. What were you saying? I don't want any coffee right now. Okay, that's it. That's all that it is. So I want you to detach yourself emotionally from their response. You're not responsible for how they respond. You're responsible simply for sharing the information. Now remember, as a part-time consultant, I was holding 3 appointments a week, 4 to 6 appointments a week once I moved into full-time with Mary Kay. With 6 to 8 people per appointment, again, the number of people that I was in front of per month on a bad month was 96 people. So if you're sharing this opportunity with 96 people a month, or even with 30 people a month, just a simple power start, guess what? You're going to have positive results. Just simply from working the numbers. But if you're only sharing it with a few every single month, you're not going to see abundant growth. It all boils down to the numbers. So we've got to release the feeling that we're trying to talk people into something. You are not in the business of changing people's minds. You're in the business of finding people who want change. And here is how you, even as a brand new consultant, can see massive, explosive, abundant growth while you're working on developing the skill of sharing the business plan, sharing the Mary Kay opportunity. It's called a PMS bag. Okay? PMS stands for popcorn, movie, and a soda. Popcorn, movie, soda. You supply the popcorn and the soda. I am the movie. Okay? I am going to become the feature-length film that builds your business for you. How do you like that? Okay, let me tell you what I'm talking about. Let me read you an email that I got. This is from an email from a consultant that I have yet to meet in person, but I cannot wait to meet her in person one day. She sends me this email. The subject line says, "Thank you so much." She says, "Dear Allison, I first want to thank you for changing my life. I watched and listened to your DVD as a favor to my then consultant, now recruiter and director. I hosted a skincare class as a consultant for her. I hosted a skincare class as a bride-to-be while she was a consultant. She booked me from a local bridal show a few months back. As a hostess for this class, she gave me a PMS bag with your DVD in it. Little did I know it was what it was. When I first sat down to watch the DVD and help my consultant, Mary Kay wasn't even on my radar as a career opportunity at all. As I watched the DVD and began filling out the worksheet, things started to hit home. As I was listening, I realized how identical we had become. By the end of the DVD, I was in tears. That's when you changed my life. Back in September, I lost my job. How many people do you know who have lost their job or has a close friend or family member who have lost their job in the past year?